Hello everyone, I am Renown Zero, and we are back again talking about some more Rippaverse Detractors. Our biggest ones for today's video are going to be the bald-headed wench Vikki and what Eric would call Buster Baxter or Dick Masterson for people who don't know the reference. But we're going to start here with the campaign as of the recording of this video. It's currently sitting at $2.144 million. With 11,609 cover A's sold. We hit the mark of 12,009 cover B's, 3,778 cover C's. This is the foil and embossed cover by Shane Davis, with only 5,000 being made. 2,105 cover D's, 2,079 total books donated, over 18,000 total purchasers. And I do appreciate everyone who is still watching the videos. I do appreciate all of you. Currently sitting at 1,063 subs. Make sure you are still subscribed when you watch this video or watch any of my videos. And if you're new here, please subscribe if you like the content. Currently in the process of getting myself monetized, which is great. Finally got through that process and got that going. So thank you everyone for being here. Now on to the main stuff. Coming to us from the Rippaverse Goalposts Twitter account. Follow on Twitter, follow on YouTube if you don't already. So new goalpost. Customer had an error with the promo code for item number 1, cover C, limited time $12 price. Error July fixed the error. This person thinks the error was intentional and meant to charge full price instead. This person Carl says, so he's that desperate to sell his comic by using the coupon code that doesn't work. Oh, fixed it. A coupon that barely recognizes it's supposed to reduce the price on that site. He totally fixed it, and I'm sure it's not going to end up charging full price on their credit card, debit card. Yes, he fixed it, bud. He fixed it. So, I don't know why this is even questioned. It's weird. We have ASE Presents, who recently got suspended. We have Laza saying you're not even allowed to parody the Rippaverse logo without getting struck. Misinformation, of course, by Laza, who thinks that this person was false flagged for Clipperverse, I guess. That's not what happened. I'm sure he's done some things behind the scenes, like, I don't know, trying to threaten to shave people and holding them down. It's kind of weird that he's doing that, but he's a weirdo, so... Keep in mind, under U.S. copyright law, Riley can sue Eric for all he's worth, as Eric has violated copyright law as parodies protected under fair use. Pretty sure that's not why he was banned. Moving on, we had Flounder, who said things about Eric in the past. He's not black. His black card was revoked years ago for being this animal. I'm sure you all know what the reference to this is. I'm not going to repeat it. But of course they deleted the tweet because... they knew what they said was messed up. But it screenshotted, so the internet's forever. You fake Little Mermaid fan. We have AF, Actual Fandom. Rippaverse saying, Actual Fandom's not going to stop. He's on a mission. Replies are still restricted, though so brave. Yes. Actual Fandom is always going to have his replies restricted because he knows the fury of people who are going to flood his comments and absolutely destroy him. Of course, he's talking about this left hand to right hand. I believe, I think this must be from ISOM 1. I'm not sure if it's on ISOM 2. I need to finish the book. I'll finish that later. This person, Stubby Toe, I ate a suspension because Air July reported me for calling him this. Yeah, I'm sure that's all you did. This was a good one too. I had a bunch of people say some really racist things, like calling me gringo and white and all this crap. It's like, dude, I'm not white. But because I called Miles Morales, somehow I am racist. I never mentioned the character's race. I just said they're simply Miles Morales, which is a factual statement. Miles Morales is Miles Morales and Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Even in all the marketing for Marvel, calls him Miles Morales. It's not an opinion. We have depressed Ron Paul always making these terrible memes. He really needs to stop because, of course, the left can't meme. But now we're going to move on over to Vikkiverse, who says, oh my, Eric July has more copies of ISOM number 1 on hand than he has sold of ISOM 2. And then, of course, he tags, another low IQ person, Dick Masterson. We're going to talk about him in a minute. Bruce essentially making fun of her bald-headed wench ass. Says, if you're down on your luck, lacking the funds, but desperately spending this time searching for pirated, poorly scanned digital images to complain about, you could head over to the Rippaverse now and get a discount for a short time. Even Vikki can afford it. Vikki didn't pirate the book, but when have fanboys ever cared about facts? She never bought the book that she's raged on about nearly a year now. She has posted 8 pirated images over the past year. She did. And she also complained that there was a crease in the book, that she never owned. She admitted to never buying this book, yet somehow she had a crease in her book that she never owned because she's a homeless, bald-headed wench. Another irrelevant gripe from someone who has never seen success in their life. Shout out to Bruce. They made it clear that they want plenty of ISOM 1 books available to always have for future customers entering the universe late, and ISOM 1 mass prints remain available indefinitely. Keep crying. 50K. Isn't that higher than the number of customers who have already bought the first issue? Where's he find these new customers? He printed 50K of one cover of a book that totaled 62,670, sold for all 3 variants. He expected a groundswell in the year following. That did not happen. The same with 1,000 people are buying 10 copies on the new campaign, which is still cha-ching money, but it is not indicative, I guess that's what it's supposed to say, of some culture-changing explosion that would become the next Batman or Spider-Man, and Eric has never, ever claimed that it would be. But Eric did respond by saying, though I'm flattered by your interest in our finances, no, we don't have more copies of ISOM number 1 on hand than we've sold of ISOM 2. It's supposed to say 2. It says 1. He later clarifies that. This is for the customers, not you, but you can learn. Part of that 50K went to the 18K plus we sold during ISOM number 1. The bulk purchase was to have enough to get us through the upcoming year while also getting our price per unit down. Because he has to have extra copies on hand so that people who come in late, like when someone said, that he would have extra copies for people who want to buy it later. But the primary thing you need to consider is that ISOM number 1 sales didn't just stop from the end of September 2022 to July of 2023, meaning people are still buying the book even after the campaign has ended. What else? The best part is that you said in March that you're lying about $250 per copy, as you adamantly defended no one could get it for even cheaper than what you said originally, and brought it up in this thread that even $2 a copy of freight would bump to 180K. What are you confused about in this post you screenshot? Of course, Vikki. Sure. Eric says, is this your way of telling me you can't read? She probably can't. I read it fine. Is this your way of telling me you can't actually write? No, is that you can't read. Unfortunately, your crusade as you got considering printing rest of cover C's because it's a mass print. Sales from September 2022 to present. I understand you were working overtime to try to paint this message, but no. We do not have more copies on hand than we've sold of ISOM number 2. Even if we did, that wouldn't be a problem as sales do not stop. Yes, people continue to buy the book even though the campaign for number 1 is done. I saw a fellow Comic-Con fan gave ISOM number 1 a great review on YouTube yesterday. He just bought it recently, only held up because of the obsessive amount of hate detractors give it, only to find out they were wrong. I hope more people do the same. Shout out to Would You Like to Know, always defending and calling out the haters. But of course we have Dick Masterson, who's saying, Eric, I thought you weren't going to give me any more attention, you dumb false flagging hairy armed piece of crap. Poor impulse control, I guess. Coming from the guy who gets 83 likes on a post even about Eric when you have almost 27,000 followers. Which he didn't even say your name. He did not say your name. This was just in response to this tweet here, that I think I have pulled up. You know what, I'll just pull it up here. Where Eric says, there's a rabbit-faced guy who insists that because we spent $350K on a quarter on payroll, that we spend it on every quarter. I cannot assist him in understanding operations and seasons. They're not very smart. However, if we spent $350K every quarter, bringing our payroll to 1.2, which he later clarifies it right here at 1.4, because he made a mistake, that still would be ace. That'd be 20%. That'd be 20% give or take of our yearly revenue. Hopefully, you have someone in your family that owns a business. Ask them what they'd kill to have only 20% of revenue allocated to payroll. As usual, these people need to shut the hell up when grown folks are talking. This was actually something that he said, right? I forgot which one is it here. here. So he circled this portion where he says math is hard, but yet forgot to include the fact that he corrected it in the next post, because Dick Masterson is not very smart. He acts like people aren't gonna look into it and disprove what you're saying, because this is the type of nonsense you do. It's spelled wrong on the cover. No, it's actually spelled this way in the book too. This is just how the character's name is spelled in ISOM 2. But again, you don't have the book. You didn't read the first book. You're not gonna get the second book. So why are you sitting here crying like... I don't know. I don't understand why you cry about this man so much. Even after you apologized, you're still crying about it. I don't understand what your obsession is with another man. It's so weird. Let's see. You guys like reporting, huh? Does anyone know if Texas has OSHA requirements for driving forklifts around empty warehouses? He doesn't have an empty warehouse. He's got plenty of stuff in the warehouse. They, of course, take this meme and they Photoshop it. They're hiring more warehouse employees. Yeah, because he wants to give people a living. Unlike you want to sit here on Twitter and complain all day. 5,752 views, you can only muster up 74 likes on a account with 27,000 followers. That's really bad. That means no one actually cares what you have to say. Moving on. Eric should use ShipBob to fill all future comments and drastically reduce his payroll and operating costs. You're talking to a person who has a successful business. It's just like he said, shut up when grown folks are talking, because you don't have a business that is doing well at all. You don't have a book that's selling well at all. Neither does your boy Vito. Dude couldn't break 6 figures. Probably with as much marketing as he has with you and him, still couldn't break 100K. And you've admitted that you're salty and jealous that his campaign didn't do anywhere near Eric's first or second. By 90%. He's not intelligent, so he's likely counting on future sales to be as good as his first one. No, he's not. This isn't going to happen. His pay pigs are not smart, but they're not infinite. No, actually, Eric is not thinking that every campaign after the first one will do as good. He knows how the business operates. He knows how the comic industry operates. And that's why he's more successful than you. What's one of Isom's superpowers? Flagging critics' accounts and filing false DMC claims. No. He's filing claims against people who are pirating and stealing his material and distributing it. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. Someone on the Discord fixed this infamous Isom fight panel. What do you think? Is it improvement? It's of course this. Weird stuff, bro. Just stop. Again, more memes that don't make any sense. More memes that don't make any sense, bud. I'm pretty sure you have more stuff here. Actually, where is it? Where is it? This is very old, right? Best of luck to you. My signed copy of Isom 1 got lost in the mail and the postal service couldn't find it, so unfortunately I'm out. Not your fault, but I'm going to have a collection that I can't start at number 2s. You can still get Isom 1. Thought you guys were sold out. Can I still get a signed copy? What they failed to leave out, what they failed to show, because they left out the context, was Eric July actually talked to this guy privately and sent him another signed copy. Which is the context they leave out because they want Eric to look so bad that they don't know what to do with themselves. They just want to keep lying about somebody they don't know in real life. They do this all the time. Of course, more terrible memes. Of course, it's supposed to be Vito doing this. And it's pretty pathetic, honestly. This is such a pathetic intro, dude. Yeah. Pathetic. As always, pathetic. But here's the meme with Riley, with Eric here, even though Riley is a psychopath who wants to hold Eric down and shave him. It's weird, dude. Like, you don't even understand how weird this guy is. The point of selling culture war comics is to make money, just an FYI, people who are confused. Meanwhile, Eric's spending money spending his own money, putting it back into the business, and then selling comics at a profit, which is what most people in mainstream comics are not doing. There's virtually also almost no semblance of truth in anything they said, which is why you shouldn't even remotely give credence to any point of their statements. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. To where he responds, "You're a bad writer. It's your opinion. Your comic sucks. It's your opinion. It's not a truth, bud." I just still don't understand why people do this. They think that because you say the comic sucks and the writing is bad, you think it's gospel. It's not gospel. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have it. But just leave it at that. That's all you have to do, is leave it at that. You're going to continue to do the same garbage that everybody else who hates on Eric July does. You think everything you say is fact, and it's not. Is the only truth people need to know. The only people buying it are culture war. This word. No, there actually are a lot of people who are invested in what he is selling, want to be invested in a new comic universe. People who have been into comics before, people whose this is their first comic, and they want to get invested in something and want to get invested in new entertainment sold by people who don't hate them. But I'm sorry that your book doesn't sell, or even Vito's book doesn't sell anywhere near Eric's book, and he's more successful than both of you. Of course, being a little snitch, saying the R word is against TOS. I know how important it is for you that people follow Twitter's TOS. You false flagging sack of crap. This is the meme that they use for Dick because he's always crying. This is literally him all the time. Crying about another grown-ass man because he's more successful than him. Because that's all you do. And then you even retweeted it. You retweeted the same thing you wrote, trying to get more interaction. Again, 166 likes is still terrible on a 27K Twitter account. It's like I guess you're just never gonna get over. You're never gonna get over Eric July being successful, but you can go ahead and continue to keep doing that. And you're gonna continue to keep losing because that's the type of person you are, it seems. And Vikki too. Both of y'all seem like you always want to lose. You always want to be proven wrong, and you always want to be looking stupid. At the end of the day, Ripper's going to continue to win. Everyone who's invested in Rippaverse is going to continue to win. And that's the end of all that. So I'll continue to keep up with these weirdos. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, hit the like button and comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content and hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all that we get notifications anytime I post a new video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.